Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the EMEA Masters Winter 2025.
Continues throughout the season. That's the kind of thing you see in a Game 5 in a best-of-5 Fearless, right? When all the good supports have been taken away. And maybe we'll see the Ashe come out. For now, we are seeing Los Ratones rotate over to this Cloud Dragon. They'll be taking it uncontested on Vision, mind you. But there will be no counter. Exactly. Baus wants it by the look of it. He's aggressive moving forward. And Afroboy, not with that much health to play with. Baus is not deterred. We see the grub spawning right now, so AV can't get onto it straight away, but now has the flashless Cho'Gath stayed a bit too long? I dare say he maybe has. And AV should be able to clean this one up. Baus really, really wanted this, and they were happy to give it to us. And it's not getting drawn into the mess, you know, it's being consistent, it's being reliable, it's scaling up and doing the damage, picking your moments right. That's what separates the quality, the good from the great when it comes to these AD carry players. As Crowny now is going to rotate up to the second Dragon. Los Ratones would love to get two quick off the block. AV, though, might be ready to contest them this time.
Veli still has his ultimates. That's a huge space creator, and they realize that they're out manned as well. With Baus making the move towards the mid lane, they might look for a play here.
Rotation flashing in, there's the silence, but they don't quite get the CC down, and Cho'Gath takes a whole lot of damage. Even the Lulu ultimate barely keeps him alive, but it won't for long. First kill to Relative, another traded back. Los Ratones get their first kill on the board as they hunt for a little bit more. Veli is diving deep, flashing out, Nemesis is in, Nemesis is out, the tower shots are too big, and the feat of warfare is AV's.
Oh, that was so close, but everyone from AV was getting very, very close to his first item, support item completed. Baus, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he certainly is. That's an on me, confirmed. 3 members in the bot side, and there we go. Tokimo actually taking that one away. Never even got to melee range, but still managed to steal a kill, so there's a small compensation for Ratones in the end.
I mean, I realize that Tokimo just wanted his whole movement to not be just rigorous exercise, right? It's not leg day for him. He wanted to be there and participate for the kill. But first of all, suddenly you're making that on me way more work for Baus, because hey, you used to
big tumble down into disqualification at the hands of TP earlier today. Now AV carries the region's hopes on their shoulders against the tough opponent here, but they've got a good early game put together as Nemesis needs to back away. Second turret of the game falling for Los Ratones.
Yeah, I really like AV's tempo right now. They do have the full grab, so they have the better pushing power. They have to abandon so much of their jungle, so much of their zone control, just in order for them to be able to take back some vision.
Found Baus once again, but this time the Ratones are rotating in quickly, and Baus should be able to survive. In comes the Maokai ultimate, multiple roots coming down, and there's the counter kill. Baus with the execution. Los Ratones, they know that you can't resist him down there in the side lane, and they came through to help.
Yep, and that's what you get when you're trying to do the same play again and again. The boy yelled wolf, but the wolf was there, and the wolf got slain. 2 kills for Los Ratones. They even get to go for the Drake, and that's a soul void. And suddenly, I'm feeling way more confident for them just from that one play, because right now, they can just sit back, relax, recline their chairs, and for the next 10 minutes, not interact with the map at all. Do they care about the next Drakes? Yes, they would really much like the soul, but if they are in dire straits, they can leave the next 3 Drakes to just go. You can get one more wave here and then play.
Oh, we're doing Atacant. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're doing Atacant, and nobody can stop them. So the Scion effectively magnetizing Nemesis for long enough. And Los Ratones just didn't have the position, so Atacant easily picked up no contest on AV, and that is a big boon for them.
Yeah, at least they got something back, I want to say, because Crowny together with Reckless did get the mid lane tier 1 card before the enemy team could do the same, and Baus also collecting the bot lane tier 1, maybe getting one more wave because he usually plays greatly like that. But now, with the voracious Atacant in EV's pockets, I'm pretty sure you don't go to contest the next Drake, right? You don't go for that fight. It doesn't look very even for you.
Yeah.
I would say, but then I'm looking at the ADC difference, right?
And what if?
Crowny should have another half item ready if he decides to recall over here, and he has just enough time to recall.
Yeah, he's got the TP, they've got Hex Gates, he can move around the map quickly, but he's currently being delayed by Rakilio, who I think is probably doing a great job if he just delays this Tristana from getting the buy and getting back on the map. In comes the Herald, into mid lane, charged in by Tokumo. And that turret is going to fall at the end of it. Navy picking up the last outer, and they rotate straight towards the Dragon Pit, and by the looks of it, Los Ratones are on the same page as you, Rev. There will not be a contest right here. The Atacon buff is too strong. And instead, they're going to go and take up some position, get some vision around the top side of the map. Maybe try and get control of mid-wave, but they won't even get that as Noz is holding it down.
Yeah, I'd really love to see them try and do something on the map like what Velia is doing right now, just try and overload the top side, try to get something for the enemy's time, because otherwise you're just doing the neutral objective tourist stuff, as I like to call it, but Baus on me.
Yeah, went for a little pick and ends up getting 4 members of AV crashing down on his head. It's the classic. There is the kill secured. Gets some knock-up, decent damage as well, but they have a wave to push in, and AV seem happy to keep this one rolling.
I mean, tier 2 as well, immediately decimated by the Prime League. Kilo will not be as tanky as it was to be.
Oh, look at the damage onto Nautilus. If we're talking damage, burst from Los Ratones, catching the AV support slipping, and are we going Baron off just a support kill, Rev?
I mean, not necessarily Baron, but you can threaten it here because look at the ultimates. You still have 3 very important ultimates, 1 that can secure the Baron and 2 that can zone the enemy jungler.
Maokai ult's not gone towards the team. It's tried to catch up to Viego, but it's not found him as the Baron goes lower. It's going to go to the front. Secured by Cho'Gath. The Baus walks away with it. Afroboy, though, claims his soul and gets away alive. Los Ratones, they lose 1. They pick up the objective, but the fight's not quite done. Nemesis steps too far forward, locked up and shut down. Crowny now unleashed, gets a shutdown, but Relative is not to be trifled with. Velia running for the hills as this Victor is still feeling confident, goes golden. And the rest of Los Ratones, I think, have managed to break apart here. 2 for 1, and the Baron for the Rats.
Yeah, I think AW will need to get this, this tower, but they're not really sure. They want to play for the Drake as 3 members are still alive. Baus will spawn in 10 seconds time. His ultimate almost out of cooldown already, and they can go and contest the soul once again.
We desperately want to get this locked in, but look at that. They just don't have the HP. There's a TP coming in from Relative. We had a big impact in that last fight. He's almost got the Ravagans down. Ratones picks it up, bounces here with the ultimate ready to go, but that Victor is still devastating. They need to keep it on track. Victor comes down, but the field is there in the retreat. Secures a soul for Los Ratones, and AV, all the control, suddenly lost. The gold lead shrinks, and the Baron and the soul on hand for the NLC.
And you can see how much game knowledge do these guys have in their team. They found 1 pick and instantly the whole tempo changes. I think, I'm not sure if he dies, but he loses so much HP here.
Oh, the Scion barely squeaks away as Baus has been holding that tower rigger for a long time.
Oh, the kill!
Now is allowed to step away. The multi-knockups, the shield is there, the burn. Cannot take down Rakilio, and the Baron push continues. Victor is getting the shove on in mid lane. Will be answered by Nemesis.
He completes his own Lord of Ming's regard, and even by the Riftmaker as well.
Huge gold ejections, huge power injections in the inventory, and Crowny leading the charge on this wave. My man has been waiting to play lead for 25 minutes, and now they're letting him do it. He's got 3 items deep with
1500 do not really matter. What does matter though is the scaling of their champion, and look how quickly they can deal with those turrets. They don't even have the majority of the grabs. They don't really care that the side lane is in a terrible spot. Look at top lane. Relative is always there, always pressuring, always calling for somebody to come there and answer his push. But they don't care, because the moment somebody oversteps from the rest of his team, he's gonna get heavily punished.
Yeah, I am honestly really liking what I've seen from Relative in this first game. The team fights that he's there for have been massively impactful, and he's always picking up value on the map, crashing the waves, but has he overstayed his welcome? Trying to find this cross-map play. TP's coming in, the Maokai ult is there, but Velia steps back, doesn't quite get in range for the full knock-up, and Victor's not quite under threat just yet. Docomo bashes him for the hook, only lands the front line. Afroboy there has to ult to safety, and the carries from Ratones have turned up for the party. AV now suddenly on the back foot. Once again, Afroboy desperately looking for something, but Crowny will chop him down without a second thought.
I mean, Crowny almost didn't get hit for the whole of this fight. Nemesis is also still full HP. Look at that bar. He also executes the enemy ADC. That's an ace. And that's the Ratones, I think, stealing away the first game.
They've got a small wave. They can shepherd it in. 25 seconds on the clock. Tokima's not going to have much to say about it as a Nautilus. And they do have the double carries, but Nemesis with the back into the TP. I think Los Ratones are committing. They want to get this game won and done and dusted. Not mucking about with the risk of throws like we saw from them against Carmine Court Blue. They're trying to chop the waves down. The tower's the next target. Faust with all the HP in the world can tank this for days. And even though Relative is going to come off the fountain, it is not in time. Los Ratones splashing onto the fountain for style points as they secure the Game 1 victory.
Who cares about KDA? You just need 2 fights. And actually, 3 fights.